Lauren Grunstein. I'm here with
Sarah Wood.
Ben Polonsky.
So, Sarah, what was your part of this project?
I was the writer, so I had to write up our news story piece.
Ben, what was yours?
I was in charge of the interviews, so I interviewed 2 people on NIL.
And my part of the project was the podcast, the Vox Pops, as well as the featured photo. Sarah, what was the most challenging part of your role?
I think the most challenging part is just how different writing a news story, especially a feature, is than other kinds of writing I've had to do before. So I kind of had to flex different muscles than I have in the past to make it sound like a proper news story. So that was a bit hard.
Ben, what was yours?
Well, interviewing 2 different people in different places, figuring what type of questions to ask them and how to get certain information out of them, as I've never really done an interview before, so I guess just being my first time was the challenging part.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I think my most challenging part was just the time constraint. I think it was tough having spring break in the middle of it and still having to figure out each part of the project and putting it together. Ben, what was something that you learned through the process of reporting on the NIL story?
Well, I learned that there's a lot more money in the men's sports for NIL than there is women, so there's limited access to resources. At least that's what I learned from the interview.
Yeah, Sarah, how about you?
Yeah, kind of the same. I learned more about the gender disparity between men and women in athletics, unless you're a superstar, because there are some exceptions, which we learned about in those interviews. So I would say that was the main thing.
Yeah, for me, I'd just say, honestly, learning about NIL. I wasn't really sure of it before this project, and through our research and our interviews, as well as the Vox Pops, I was able to gain a lot more knowledge on NIL in general, and specifically in our story about women's athletics. So, thank you.